Alright, so new year 2023, kind of got to move on to something else. So I have decided, it's actually been in the works for a little bit before this, so it was always going to happen anyway, but we're bringing back the Cefiro. So that car is very outdated, very tired, running gear wise, and it's time to bring it back. It got some love a couple of years ago, where it got a full respray, and then it was sort of put back together and sort of lost interest again. So as I said, it needs an update. I got an engine for it actually a while ago. It's been sitting here at work and it's time to get stuck into it. So I've ordered a few parts and it is time to sort of show what we're going to do with this thing, which is where this wrapped up little surprise comes into play. So as I said, I've had this for a while, and I do have to say thank you to TurboTristan. I actually got this engine for free, and it's sort of what sparked bringing the Cefiro back, because I'm a tight ass, and getting a free engine sort of got things rolling. So I'll open this up so everyone can see what's inside. So if you don't know what you're looking at, this is the almighty RB30. Now I did get a complete engine with sort of all bolt-ons, a head, a gearbox, a converter and everything. I managed to sell the gearbox and converter, and if anyone is after a single cam 30 head, this was a perfectly good running car. This is out of a VL. I actually have two heads here that I'm happy to sell. If you're interested in either, let me know. They're complete, ready to go. Oh, not ready to go, you sort of got to skim them, rebuild them if you want, whatever. So two heads here ready to go. If anyone wants them, make me an offer. But yeah, this is our new Cefiro engine. So obviously this was a single cam 30. I'm going to be using my head that's already on the Cefiro, which is a twin cam RB25 head with no VCT. It is definitely not going in like this, so I've ordered some rods and pistons. We're doing like main studs, 1/2 inch head studs, pretty much the most basic of basic piston rod combos you can do. Obviously we'll be doing the build on the channel through here at work. I need to get this apart today because pistons and rods will come next week, and then I can send it all off together to get machined and we can get this ball rolling. Pretty much everything else surrounding the car, like ECU, that'll need to be changed. Wiring needs doing. Engine's coming out, so may as well do engine bay. Car has no tubs in it at the moment, so there's a lot of questions on what's going to go on, which we haven't decided yet. Even turbo wise, like who knows. I just want to get the ball rolling and we'll figure it out along the way. Any suggestions are welcome. And I will be keeping track of every single cent on this, so I can show you guys sort of what it costs to build a basic piston rod combo RB30 twin cam, what you need to do a twin cam RB30, and this thing should be able to handle, you know, around the 600 kilowatt mark. It's never going to make anywhere close to that with the turbo setup and stuff that I have currently, so it'll be very, very safe in that car, and I'll be able to really absolutely thrash the crap out of it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this engine going in the Cefiro, and I'm going to get this thing on a stand and we'll start pulling it apart.
Oh my god.
Alright, so far everything looks fine. This bearing has a little mark on it, but it's fine here. So everything looks pretty good. All the bearings, that bearing's copped it a bit. So I'll flip it over and have a look at the bores. So everything looks fine here as well. No scores or anything like that. Doesn't look like any water's been sitting in there and eaten into it or anything, so should be perfectly usable. So that is it, we are ready to go. So I just put the crank back in with a couple of bolts to hold it together for transport. As you saw, we popped all this shit out because I'm gonna drill and tap that to run a fitting, to run it to here. Look, that's pretty much it. So machine shop will drill and tap the oil drain for turbo and possibly drill for the tensioner for the timing belt because it's a 3 litre. I machine it all up for my pistons and rods, which I'll show you when they come in next week hopefully. But this thing is officially ready to go. So let me know what you think of the whole RB2530 or twin cam RB30 going into the Cefiro. Put in the comments what you would put turbo wise. I'm interested. I know what I'm doing pretty much, but I would like to hear what other people's suggestions are. And just a disclaimer, because I know people are going to complain that I was too rough, banging and crashing everything out of this engine. Everything's going in the bin. We're literally using block and crank. Pistons, rods, everything in the bin. So shut up. Alright, I have to say that was a pretty crappy unboxing just because I was very, very excited. But, so we have ACL rod bearings. Head drain back to the sump because we know RBs love to have oiling problems. Main bearings. Extra small t-shirt. Main studs, metal head gasket, set of H-beam rods, some forged pistons from Ross. Ooh, RB30 DET. Beauty. Now the parts are arriving, I have to say I'm getting pumped. Tell you what. Oh, and a Nitto crank collar. So all I'm waiting on is head studs, and this block can go for machining. That's everything for the bottom end. And here we are to drop off the Cefiro engine. And I'm pretty damn pumped to have Dandy Engines doing the machining on this bottom end. Woo woo! So while we're on the topic of RB30s, yes, that is another one. So this one is a VL Series 2 or 3 because it has the bung for the turbo oil drain, which is how you tell them apart. Also came with a 5-speed, flywheel, cross member, intake manifold, everything. So if anyone wants sort of half a manual conversion for a VL, let me know. $500 for that, and anything else manual related with it. And if you want a 30 built, whether it's a single cam or a twin cam, let us know. We got one here ready to go for a customer. Fuck, that is all gearbox oil. But anyway, in the 10 minutes this has been here, this is now sold. 30s do not last long. And you know what, while we're here, update in here. Now this, if you don't know what this is, look her up, but this is the epitome of late model RX-7s. This is a Spirit R, completely stock except for an exhaust. Yes, these are factory carbon Kevlar fixed back Recaros. Beautiful car. This E30 Coupe, which has a Skyline / Silvia IRS rear end and a twin cam RB30 up in there. And this is all the stuff for it, 6 boost, manifold, etc, etc. And '34 GTR, full Z-tune front, guards, bar, bonnet, 35 GTR brakes that are absolutely huge. And a lot of Mines and Nismo bits and pieces all over. So just a little shop update.